I thought I'd show off a little upgrade here. This is a pull start. It's pretty sweet, super easy to install. I mean, you basically take this off, you know, your regular cover, and there's a little nut on the inside that holds the magnet for your magneto. Take that off, put the little piece that turns inside there that catches on the pull, and you just put that on, put the bolt back on, put the plate back over, and make sure it's kind of lined up. I mean, it's really simple to do, but it's awesome. And one thing I had to do, the reason I've been waiting so long to put this pull start on, is you can see here my pedals. I ordered a wider pedal kit, or a wider crankset. It's basically got, you know, the bend in it that comes out, and also the spindle inside the bottom bracket is longer to give you more clearance. Problem with that is, I don't know if you can see too well, but my chain line is a little off. You know, I don't like it. I mean, it's wider, actually a lot wider than it needs to be to clear that. But before, with my regular one-piece crank, it was smacking right into it. So I don't know. I paid $35 for the crank arm and the whole kit, basically, with the spindle, the bearings, the whole bottom bracket kit, and the two crank arms with the sprocket on there. And what I plan on doing, which I've already ordered the parts, I'm going to take this open-faced bottom bracket out of here, the inside, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy an American to Euro bottom bracket adapter, and basically what that does, it will allow me to use a sealed bottom bracket, you know, and then I can get one that the spindle isn't quite as long, because this spindle is 133 millimeters, and 103 millimeters is what you need for a single speed 68 millimeter wide bottom bracket. So that's going to take out a lot of this space. It'll bring the pedal over all the way almost to the nut here, and that's going to be still plenty of clearance, and it'll allow me to not have the pedal so wide, and it'll look a lot better. Which, once I put that on, I'll put a video just to show how much it takes out there, you know, because anybody who knows anything about a bottom bracket on a bike knows 133 millimeter spindle is too wide for a single speed bike. And I knew it was gonna be, but yeah, I thought, well, this will get me by, and I wanted to make sure everything worked before I went ahead and bought the sealed bottom bracket and the other adapter. But I guess since I've got this all hooked up and everything, I've already been riding it earlier. We'll see if I can do a demonstration here on the pull start. I'm going to see if I can do it with the holding the camera. I'll throw my fuel on. Let me see. Let's just try it like this. It's kind of hard with one hand. Let me switch hands. There it goes. That's all there is to it. I mean, it looks a little awkward when I'm trying to do it while holding the camera, but really when you can hold onto your handlebars and pull it correctly, it's a lot easier than it looks doing it with the phone in my hand. But yep, there it is, the pull start. Awesome invention. You know, that saves me having to pedal down the road and dumping the clutch to start it. I can just put it in neutral with the clutch lever and fire it right up. And anybody who wants to put one of these on here, you know, one of these pull starts, this was only like $14 for, you know, the whole assembly there. And what you're gonna have to do most of the time, like I did, is spend the extra money and buy a wider bottom bracket, or at least, like I said before with this bottom bracket, I mainly bought this kit for the angled pedal arms. You know, it was $35 for the whole kit, and like I said, I'm going to replace you know, this open spindle and open bearings, and I'm gonna put a adapter in there and put a sealed bottom bracket and bring them in a little bit more rather than having it so wide. And you know, that'll be a little better looking and a little easier to ride around with. It's kind of weird having the wide pedals when you're pedaling, but I mean, you don't got to pedal that much, so not that big a deal. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show off the pull start. I think it's awesome. It's a lot better than having to ride it to start it. So anyone looking to do it, go for it. It's super easy to put on, and you know, if you don't have to buy this and your pedal will clear it, that's cool, but you might have to spend at least about 35 bucks, like I said, is what I paid for this whole adapter and the arms and everything. I think I got it from Gas Bikes, where I get a lot of my stuff. But I don't know, this kit, this particular bottom, you know, the crank arms, they take 9/16 pedals. It's a square taper, obviously, you know, when it mounts onto the spindle there. And that's really all that you need, because you'll have to buy pedals if you're taking it off a one-piece crank, because most of those one pieces, they use half-inch pedals. So yeah, I'll quit rambling now, but just kind of wanted to show that little upgrade. It's awesome. Later.